Tonight, the AAPI, which is Asian American and Pacific Islander Performance Collective Island, will be performing KANTO, which is a totally new series of work. KANTO is Tagalog for intersection or portal or corner. So we'll all be sort of engaging in a ceremonial space tonight, and I hope that you'll join us. Quickly, I'll just name each of the artists who are involved in the show tonight to give you a sense of who we'll see. Our poets are Keong Hung Lee Kim, Sharina Rodriguez Sharp, Francis Kwaha Huang. Our set design is by Kim Jackson DeBoard. Our movers are Mia Brooks, Hope Hana Kasupeng, Kate Laughlin, and S. Jean Lee. Our musicians are Kyoto Aoki, Naomi Kalumna, Sozette Gear, Haruhi Kobayashi, Ju-Wan Park, and Qian Wan. And I am just delighted to present to you this new work. Join me in welcoming Island.
Every one of us has two things: power and something sacred to protect. Violate what is sacred and I will show. Some creatures cannot be programmed out of their power. Let me show you. The elders taught me that birthmarks are portals. Raw power given in small, skilled doses. And sometimes I go into the mirror and I count the stars mapped along my thighs. KANTO, portals. I rest my finger on each one. Shivering, my bones ask my skin, what metal happened here? But really the tremble is asking, what have I come back here to create? Portals represent knowledge, the things we're too afraid to know about ourselves because we will transform. Dreams are where your spirit goes to remember its power. And what is power but the art of transforming until fear is a shivering pleasure? Shedding skin that's no longer fast enough to hold your aliveness. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. Do you have a birthmark? Find your birthmark and ask yourself, what are the things that I'm too afraid to know? Will you open a portal with me? Will you open a portal with me?
Yes.
Will you open a portal with me?
Yes.
Will you open a portal with me?
Yes.
Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Focus in on my voice and let's open this portal. Take a deep breath in and root your feet into the ground. Dig your feet in until you feel steady, until you feel planted. And stretch and arch your feet in invitation. Feel for the aliveness beneath the concrete is the earth. Feel for the earth. To open a portal, you must have a split tongue. Speak 2 languages, the language of what exists now and the language of what we are calling forth in the future. When I say KANTO, you say portal. KANTO. 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 Oh, we're not gonna open a portal like that. KANTO. KANTO. Yes. KANTO is the place where loved ones meet to transform. And we stand at this crossroad ready, because you wouldn't be able to hear me if you weren't ready. Repeat after me. Ancestors on my mother's side. Ancestors on my father's side. Walk with me. Take a deep breath in. Your feet are rooted into the ground. You're feeling for the pulse of the earth. You're feeling for power. Invite that power up into your toes. Allow first power to move up your ankles, a lock in your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your hips. Let go of any tension in your hips, in your core. Power moving up your spine. Can you feel it moving up vertebrae by vertebrae? You're getting a little taller. You're unfurling. Aliveness rising up your spine. Aliveness singing up your rib cage. Your earth's pulse shuddering through your heart. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Relax your collarbone. Let that power go up behind your cheekbones. Let that power move up behind your eyes and power into your crown. And now take a deep breath in and push all that aliveness that came up from your feet right up through the top of your head as you exhale. One more deep breath in and see if you can push that energy up higher. Feel. You are now the bridge between the earth and the divine. This is your line of worthiness. Here we say, I have the right to exist. Take a deep breath in. Repeat after me. Ancestors on my mother's side. Ancestors on my father's side. Walk with me. And call all that power back into your core, right above your belly button. And now allow your body to open to the right and to the left, your feet getting wider, your knees getting wider, your shoulders opening, making more space for your heart as if you're a book opening up. Take a deep breath in, making more space inside of yourself for you. And now take a deep breath, bringing your mind to the outermost edges, your shirt sleeves, the widest part of you. And as you exhale, see if you can push that energy out. Deep breath in. And now see if you can push that energy out to the person farthest from you here. Deep breath in. And now see if you can push that energy out and connect it to me. Deep breath in. And just quietly speak your own name. What's your name? Yeah, hear it echoing inside of yourself. This is our width. This is our line of connection to each other. This is our right to take up space. Please repeat after me. I have the right to take up space.
I have the right to take up space.
We have the right to be connected. We have the right to protect each other's names.
We have the right to protect each other's names.
Deep breath in. Please call all that energy back to your core. And feel for your back. You can even put a hand on your back. And just lean back just a little teeny tiny bit. Lean back. You know, so it's still comfortable. At your back, that is your past. That is where your past lives. All of your past lives, your ancestral line. Take a deep breath in, inhaling the blessing of your ancestors. Exhaling anything that disconnected you from them. Deep breath in, inhaling the blessing of your ancestors. Exhaling anything that disconnected you from them. Deep breath in. And allow yourself to become aware just behind your right shoulder there is a person, we will call her mother or parent. And deep breath in. Allow yourself to become aware just behind your left shoulder there is a person, we will call them father or parent. Deep breath in. And see behind mother, the mother and father of mother, your grandparents. And deep breath in. Seeing behind father, the father and mother of father, your grandparents. Deep breath in. And see behind them more and more people as you keep breathing on your own rhythm. See them stretching in a line behind you. See them winding through the grass. See them winding down the road. See them winding past Woodward down to the river. See more and more and more people in a line. Now see them sitting in trees. See them walking along the banks of the river where they board ships and they sail away somewhere. See them arriving on the other side in a line where they wind up the mountain to the tallest points, moving deeper and deeper, moving higher and higher until they become a bright line of lights in the sky. See that light that is beaming the brightest in the sky? That is your illustrious ancestor. That is the ancestor in your line with the deepest wisdom, who has seen all of history, who has seen your birth and your first steps, who feels now that you might be living a life of halted breath. Take a deep breath in. And your ancestor says to you, child, what have you survived? Feel. There's a sound inside of you. What have you survived, child? It's suppressed, it's locked away. You don't want to make it. You've been holding it down your whole life, but find that sound. It's probably considered ugly. But find that sound, and on 3 together, let's see if we can all make it. What is the truth inside of you? Child, what have you survived? On 3, whatever sound is there, there are no wrong sounds. Make that sound. 1, 2, 3. Yes, yes, yes. Again, okay, that's perfect. Let this out. We are opening a portal. On 3, make that sound and see if you can hold it a little longer. 1, 2, 3. Yes. One more time, and for the shy people, this is your chance. Get this sound out of you. Why are you holding this in? 1. And as you hold it, listen for me because we're going to tune it. 1, 2, 3, go. Match me. Ooh, come on. Ooh, yes. Ooh, 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 ooh. Clap with me. Ooh, ooh, yes. Ooh. Can you hold this? Keep going. Open the portal. Go. Yes. Go. Highest elevated ancestors walk with us. Highest elevated warriors open the KANTO. What do we need to know about courage? Highest elevated magicians, strategists open the KANTO. What do we need to transform? Highest elevated lovers, singers, creators, weavers, open the KANTO. What do we need to create? Highest elevated leaders, open the KANTO. We call you through. What inside needs to be liberated? Ooh, open. One more. Stop. When I say KANTO, you say KANTO. KANTO. The place where loved ones meet to transform. We are here to transform something today, and we stand at this crossroad ready because you wouldn't be able to hear me if you were not ready. And where is your portal taking you today? And where is your portal taking you? And where is your portal taking you? And where is your portal taking you? And where is your portal taking you?
I love the image of you circumambulating that old fortress town, much as you circumambulate the globe. At once a cosmopolitan citizen of the world, always on the move, and a lonely sojourner walking among strangers, as so many generations of Chinese before us have been, always so far from home. As I walk with your memory, I keep finding myself stopped in the middle of the street, staring as the nearly full moon, lilting and bright, peeks through the branches of the still bare trees, rivers of clouds streaming past, rushing to somewhere, while the moon simply sits, as the Zen Buddhists do. How does it sit so still, hold so calm, at a time like this? When I get home from walking the dog around the block, Ella Fitzgerald's song still in my head. The full moon's light pours in through my bedroom window onto my rumpled blankets and chaotic life, finding me for one brief moment. And you, somewhere on the other side of the globe, just waking as I begin to dream. After spending the day with your voice, writing to you, wrestling with you in my head, here I am, near midnight, unable to sleep, wondering, curious, restless. Dog was restless too, so I walked around the block again. No moon tonight, just this mist and fog, dense drizzle, which I love. I feel I could disappear into the mist, the way people do in movies and old English novels. But when I do it, it keeps clearing up as I move through it. I can never lose myself in it, the way I can never lose myself in you. Yet the weeping cherry tree at the end of the street is in full bloom. The delicate pink blossoms skim my face every time I walk beneath it, face up, arms outstretched. Little brother calls it his jungle tree. He skitters in its branches as a monkey picking bananas. A tiny blue butterfly flirted across my path this morning. I'll have to remember that, try to write about it later. The joy that infuses my everyday. I am jubilant. I am singing. I am excited over every detail. I keep shouting to anyone who can stand me, it's spring, and I am bursting. Took 3-year-old little brother to the tide pools today. As the water crashed white upon the shore, the boy who does not like to wash his hair shouted, "Shampoo, shampoo, come, shampoo." Nothing like the girls were. He marches straight to the edge of the slippery rock. The crashing waves kiss our toes. Now I have to wash my hands. I lead him to a safe tide pool, far away from the dangerous waves, and pull him back out by his shirt when he nearly falls in. I need soap, and he strains for the edge once again. On the way home, he stops in the middle of someone's driveway, a new pile of smooth white rocks, impossible to resist. He sits right down in the pile and examines one big fist-sized rock after the other. He tries to put one on the end of his stick and asks me again how to toast marshmallows. Then he stows 2 rocks in his backpack that I'm carrying and asks me to carry his stick too, and his yellow pliers. At every corner, and sometimes in the middle of the street, he stoops down to pat the dirt with both hands rhythmically and sing a song. He notices which corners have gravel, which have clay, which have dirt, which have a fine red dust. He thinks the red dust looks so fine under his fingernails, makes him look more like Inuyasha, always scratching at the ground with his claws. After the wind blows off his floppy, tan, specialized hat, he pulls it back down and says, "I'm a hunter." Vegetarian mama worries. "What do you mean you're a hunter? What do hunters do?" "Hunters find animals." "What do hunters do after they find animals? They say, boo. He is so excited when the neighbor sees him and shouts, "Come here, little brother, I have something to show you." "I'm coming, Uncle." And he gallops down the center of Maku'u Street. He screams when the new tiger stripe puppy licks his face, steps on his toes. He generously shares his new yellow pliers with the puppy so she can play with them too. At bath time, he only allows the dolphins into the tub, keeping the sharks out of the water. I thought he didn't like sharks, but he just doesn't want the sharks to eat the dolphins. When bath time is over, instead of climbing out of the tub, he says the sharks now deserve a turn to play with him too. So he carefully takes out all the dolphins one by one, and then he swims with the sharks. Just before bed, he fusses with the Venetian blinds, jerking them up and down, not knowing how to make them work. "I want to see the moon." He asks me to explain again how the moon will always connect us. I pull him to me and explain again, as I do every month on the full moon, that no matter where he is, who he is with, or what he is doing, even if he is on the other side of the world, even if there is no Wi-Fi, internet, email, or phone, all he has to do is look out at the full moon, and he can be certain that I am somewhere on the other side, dreamily looking at the same moon. And he can send me a moon message. Little brother sighs. "The moon is so beautiful." My heart stops. At last, I have found someone with whom to look at the moon.
like mother, father, or child. Love to keep me on high. I want a sweet love. I want a sweet dream love. I know that when I sleep, my dreams will be a place for me.
Trees. Even birds who don't sing have a song. When running away is safer than staying. When packing is safer than nesting. When the place you left is safer than your sacrifices. You leave home. This is where I leave you, knowing that you are not alone, you said. When innocent children are murdered, when dreaming in another language becomes a crime, when the ground you walk on is in flames, you leave home. This is where I leave you, knowing that you are not alone, you said. Meanwhile, I look at your face and you look at mine. And in your face, I see the traces of your parents and grandparents, and theirs, and theirs. And suddenly, I'm reminded of the promise. The dream you have will come true. When running away is safer, packing up is safer. We depend on the trees who are our witnesses, whispering truth, while ghosts haunt us, spirits guide us. So, we stay and untangle, unpack, make something out of all of this until home is no longer home.
See now all my strength. See now all my strength. See now all my strength. feed billions of melons. My joy unknown, I swear sugar and salt. My kindness, numbers not my brow.
You lose a little to gain a little, but I won it all. I like to make precious out of something that wasn't. And maybe that's why I rely on memory. Breathing life into a thing that died, only to bring it back just the way it was. At least the way I remember it. The way you and I remember it. When does the past end and present begin? Blowing out candles on a cake, ritual that stamps these 12 months. Do we wish for the future, reminisce over youth, or apologize for not making the most of what we had? How do we mark the passage of time? Is it language that was, you are, we will? Is it reminders on our blue screens that flashes on this day? Curated square images, blurred or clear, accurate or imagined? Memory is regret of what could have been. Memory is embrace, treasure things no one can take away. Memory is that moment, it only happens once. Memory, time, a memory's mother, scolding us with confidence and tells us like she's speaking gospel. One day, you will look back and say, it was good. It takes innocence and wisdom to savor before it ends. Remember when that used to be? I miss. When I was here, everything changes with time, and time changes everything, but time isn't singular. It multiplies into what we give it. Today becomes yesterday, tomorrow becomes today. Pouring magic, legends, fairy tales, ghost stories, we end up gushing to our friends and children. A secret club, a collector's club, whispering to each other, I was here. You were here. We were here in this place on this tender day, lingering over the sunset, eventually bowing to the sunrise, trusting that it was good. Trusting it is good.
It's November 7th, 2021. I couldn't sleep the night before. I call my mom at 7 in the morning, asking if I can come over. I get to my parents' house. My mom opens the door and asks if I'm okay. All I can get out is no. And I'm just crying, and she hugs me, and she's just holding me while I'm crying. And after a little while, I manage to get out. It's really over. Me and Jane are over. My mom is a Filipino mom. She wants me to be well fed no matter what's going on. She makes me my favorite breakfast, scrambled eggs with tomato and mushroom, some rice. We're sitting at the kitchen table, and I continue. I ended it, and I still love her. She says, this was a long time coming. You had to decide when to end it. I know it's hard. And it was hard. I met Jane on Bumble during COVID. This was the start of summer of 2020, before we could all get vaccinated. That meant a lot of Zoom dates, a lot of just talking. On one, we're sharing childhood stories, and I tell her about when I was little, I loved to play pretend. And I'd ask my mom to play pretend too. Some days the kitchen was a diner. The living room was a grocery store. I could be Darkwing Duck, jumping from couch to couch. But one of my favorite characters to pretend to be was the Pink Panther, the animal, not the detective. To become the Pink Panther, I'd take this hot pink shoelace that I'd had and stick it through the back belt loop of my pants and just kind of run around, not really caring about anything. Except one day, my parents saw me doing this in public, and in that exasperated, hushed whisper that parents have, said, "What is that?" Embarrassed. They said I couldn't do it anymore, so I stopped, and the Pink Panther never came out again. Jane and I, the first time we meet in person for a date, we go to a park. It's now late summer. We're walking through these gardens, and she stops and says, "I have a gift for you." I feel terrible. I have nothing for her. What's she going to give me? She smiles and asks me to open up my hand, and she takes this thing out of her bag and puts it in my hand. I take a closer look, and it's a hot pink shoelace. And she looks at me with these big hazel eyes, and she says, "No one should ever have to lose their childhood." My heart is racing, and it's also melting. I'm in disbelief about how thoughtful this girl is. I say, "Thank you. It's an amazing gift," and I put it in my pocket. The next few months, we get closer, lots of Zoom conversations lasting hours. She likes poetry and shares her works in progress with me. I'm a songwriter, and anytime I write something that I think is all right, I sing and play it into my phone and share it with her. We become supportive of each other too. Near the end of summer, I tell her I'm going to do it. I'm going to come out and leave the church that I've been working at for 7 years as a music director. I have this letter that I've written that I want to read, and I've had it for months. She wants to help me, and on Zoom, she helps me practice. I take out the letter and I read it to her out loud, and I read it fine, but I still wonder, what if I can't go through with this? It's okay, she says. This is something you've been working toward for a long time. You can do this. I've grown up Christian, going to religious schools from preschool through high school. After I graduated college, I got hired to work at a Filipino church part-time as their music director. It was a job that I sometimes couldn't believe was a job. When I'd conduct the choir on Sundays, one of my favorite things was to see them get so animated singing. And leading worship, I loved looking out on the congregation, seeing people sing so earnestly. The problem was, I was closeted. And after so many years of hiding who I was, I couldn't take the self-erasure anymore. Back when I started there, I was dating a different girl, and I'd do these small things to hide the real me. At rehearsal, I'd turn over my phone on my music stand to hide the picture of us on my lock screen. When someone asked what I did on the weekend, instead of saying, "Oh, I watched a movie with my girlfriend," I just say, "Oh, I watched a movie." Little moments like that eat at your sense of self. During the pandemic, I saw a window to come out to the pastor and his wife and finally resign. On an afternoon in August, I meet with them. We're in the fellowship hall of the church basement. We make small talk and I tell them I need to share something. I pull out the coming out letter and I read it, just like I'd practiced with Jane. I finish reading and I look up and the pastor's wife is crying. It hits her and it hits me. This is real. I am leaving. After a few moments, she says, "It must have been so hard for you to be sitting in the pews." And she's talking about the times that the pastor had sermons that were anti-same-sex marriage. She tells me, "I have a relative that's gay. I love this person, but my family and I can't accept their lifestyle." The pastor looks like he's not quite sure what to say. He eventually says, "We love you with the love of the Lord." But, he goes on saying, "We believe in God's plan for heterosexual marriage." And there it was, this example of how love can hurt. It's the "I love you, but" that says part of you is unacceptable, and that supporting you goes against a deeply held personal conviction. I ask for my last Sunday to be in 2 weeks. I don't want to come out to everyone, just the two of them. My mom would have me shout it from the rafters, but I'm not ready to do that just yet. My last Sunday there. It's a relief, but it's also sad to say goodbye. I've worked there for 7 years. The people there are like my family. This is a place where I don't refer to people like, this is Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so. I call them my ticos and my titas, like they're my aunts and uncles. And in my mind, as the service is going on, I'm telling myself, this is the last time I'll stand on the altar. This is the last time I'm going to lead worship, the last time we'll sing together. After the service is done, the worship team and the choir sing me songs. And they're all so sweet. And as I'm pulling out of the parking lot, it feels so bittersweet. Yes, I am finally free to be more me, but I'm also really losing something. After leaving, I realized for the first time in my adult life, I really have a choice. What kind of faith community do I want to be a part of? I can find out where I truly belong. Find a place that can accept all of me and not just part of me. I also start to take a hard look at the Christian beliefs I grew up with. If people were wrong about the whole being gay being a sin thing, what else were they wrong about? And I think that's a good place to rest, but Jane really challenges me on a lot of what I think about religion. And as we talk more, it becomes more obvious that she is just not good with where I'm at. We break up the first time because I don't know what to do with Jesus, but we don't want to lose each other completely, so we agree to try to be friends. But that just makes things worse for me. A few months pass, we start catching up in person, and we do this a couple of times, but each time I see her, my feelings just come rushing back. I reach a point where I have to tell her. We're at a park walking down the path, just catching up, and then she tells me she's starting to see someone new. Immediately, I feel a sharp, clawing pain in my chest, and it's all I can do to say, "That's great." Inside, I tell myself, I gotta say what I need to say right now. I tell her I want to talk to her about something. We find a swing set to sit at. I tell her I haven't really let her in on how my own spiritual journey has been going because it was so tied to our breakup. I tell her I can feel a shift in my beliefs, but I'm still figuring out what Christianity means to me, what to do with Jesus. To her, Jesus is just a man. Christianity is not for her, and she knows that. She says we can't work because she can't give me that kind of freedom to explore, and she wants to give this new person a chance. I confess some other things, that I'm still in love with her. I can't just be her friend. And I'm feeling so stuck while she's moving on. I need a real separation. I tell her, I love you, but I need to love myself too. She realizes this is the real goodbye and starts to cry. She says she loves me too, but this is probably the right thing to do. I get up to hug her. We've known each other for almost a year and a half, and this is the first time we've actually held each other, just as we're saying goodbye. Yes, I loved her, and she loved me, but we just don't fit. We need different things. My mom is still listening. She says, the love was real. You did the right thing, but it always hurts when it ends. 10 years ago, when I came out to my mom, she accepted me. But it wasn't like flipping a light switch. For 2 years after I told her, she struggled. asking God why I had to be gay. She didn't tell me that, though, until later. This is the same woman who wanted to raise hell at the people at the church I left for being unaffirming, who would now tell anyone there's nothing wrong with who I am or who I want to love. I remember that I wrote lyrics for a song a few days before, a song that's about love ending. And in my heart, I know it needs to be in Tagalog, the national dialect of the Philippines. I actually don't speak Tagalog, but I can sing some songs in it, and when I do sing in it, I feel more me, like I can be as earnest as I want to be. I pick up a guitar, lying around the house, and I sit at the kitchen table. I show my mom the lyrics on my phone and ask if she can translate them for me. Without hesitation, she gets out a piece of notebook paper and a pen and starts to translate me and my pain onto the page. Over the course of 10 years, my mom has battled her own doubt, her own set beliefs in growing up Catholic. And because of love, she really sees me. And I feel seen. Over these 10 years, she's become a champion for me, her gay daughter. And that morning, at the kitchen table, she became my co-writer. She shows me the translation after she's done and says each line out loud so I can hear how to pronounce the words. I sit with the lyrics in front of me for a bit. I try putting together bits of the verse and chorus as they come to me. She switches a word here and there so it's easier for me to sing. And back and forth it goes until I'm able to sing it all the way through the way that I like it. She titles the song Buksan ang Pusong Nasaktan, which means open a broken heart. And when I feel like I finally got it, I sing it through a couple times. She tears up and she tells me it's beautiful. Ating pag-ibig manatili sa akin, ikiram mo magaling,
They cleared the indigeneity of the forest to plant lines, sugarcane, cotton, coffee, pineapple, rice, cocoa. Commanded to march in never-ending rows, monoculture, single crop. Corridors that stretch so far into hell, the hands that pick them have to have a rhythm. The most powerful addiction is control. To control nature until it surrenders its sacred geometry and falls into line. Nature, sealed into a box until we believe, until we see ourselves as children of the box. The opposite of a portal is a box. Can you feel me? Can you stay with me? Come with me. Cash crop, box. Slave ship, box. Warship,
Box.
daily quotas,
Box.
ice,
Box.
alligator,
Box.
Auschwitz,
Box.
Nakba,
Box.
goose step,
Box.
pulpit,
Box.
internment,
Box.
camp,
Box.
genocide,
Box.
trail of tears,
Box.
broken treaties,
Box.
food desert,
Box.
GMO food,
Box.
wage theft,
Box.
debt,
Box.
cubicle,
Box.
punch clock,
Box.
uniform,
Box.
necktie,
Box.
privilege,
Box.
rising rent,
Box.
past due notice,
Box.
stolen election,
Box.
Amazon,
Box.
grief,
Box.
cortisol,
Box.
shame,
Box.
cortisol,
Box.
fear,
Box.
cortisol,
Box.
burnout,
Box.
numb,
Box.
car,
Box.
living room,
Box.
TV,
Box.
phone,
Box.
TV,
Box.
phone,
Box.
TV,
Box.
phone, TV, phone, TV, phone. Last month I burned a box just to remember the electricity of my rage. 162 years old, 40 rooms, the largest antebellum house still standing, 200 acres of crawling lines. I went to look the box in the eye and I found myself standing on a sugarcane plantation in Louisiana. I asked every cell there, what has this box cost you? And the cells began to rattle in grief. The land whispered, walk with me, ancestors. Every wood-carved pineapple, every floorboard on this plantation was created by the genius of my ancestors. And how do you balance a mansion on the suck of a swamp? The unknown architect was an enslaved man from Senegal, hunted. A stolen master of math and balance, the architect stalked for his genius, forced to America, forced to create. And how do you force a swamp to hold up a plantation? Well, the architect built 16 pyramids into the mud. His hands swaddling the earth to remember a time before it was forced to burn and breed and call it sugar. Genius, 16 pyramids, each crowned with a sycamore beam. The beams interlocked without nails, woven into brotherhood. Genius, 160 years later, the mansion is still unswallowed by the floods. Genius, 160 years later, the plantation is still bonded together without a single nail. Genius. But he was never called a genius. He was never called an architect. To colonize is just a plantation of boxes until we believe our name primitive, our name property, until all we can imagine is the Bronx's brutality. But to create is a godly power. And power is just the ability to transform something into its highest state. I closed the portal to that plantation. I asked the plantation to show me its highest state, and a month later I turned on the TV and I watched it burn down. AAA for a diamond property, home to the South's largest historic mansion, and it set itself a mirror image to the sun. And the staff said the drapes began smoking seemingly out of nowhere. They extinguished the heat, the staff did, only to return and find the flames racing each other up the walls again. They doused the flames, stomping them out, only to return and find the rooms burning like lines of sugarcane at harvest. Yesterday in the paper, an ICE agent said he was considering quitting. He said, my job is an empty exercise in futility and cruelty. You see, there is a power in naming. When we name the boxes out loud, we have a choice to transform. We have a choice to transform them, to embody our own power. And when I was there, the land, it said, walk with me. And I knew to hold out my hands and say, highest elevated ancestors, walk with me. Ancestors on my mother's side, ancestors on my father's side, walk with me. Ancestors, I see you. Ancestors, I uplift you. Ancestors, I uplift you. Ancestors, I uplift you. Ancestors, I sacredize your rage. I see your rage. I feel your rage. I hear your wails and I witness you. I witness you. I raise a praise hand to the gospel of your pain and it becomes beauty. I raise a praise hand to the gospel of your pain, and it becomes beauty because my breath is the living embodiment of your genius. Ancestors, may this box tremble under the filth of its violence. Ancestors, may this box die and make a way for right relationship. Ancestors, we close the portal to this anguish. Ancestors, we close the portal to this anguish. We close the portal to this anguish. We close this portal. 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 Prepare for every box to show you its highest state. I call all of our power back. I call all of our power back. I call all of our power back. I place my name on my genius. I place our name on our genius. I speak all of our names across our genius. Return what has been stolen 100-fold. Return what has been stolen 1,000-fold. Return what has been stolen 1,000,000-fold. Return to all of us our humanity that has been stolen. Return abundance raining into our hands. Return our hearts raining into our hands. Open my heart, open my heart, open my heart, open my heart. Prosperity gleefully redistributed into justice, into right relationship, into connection, into seeing each other, into healing, into the highest good, into the highest good, into the highest good, into the highest good, into the highest good. Reclaim a wild indigeneity and let it eclipse any of our pain. Let go of any of our pain. Let go of any of our shame. Let go of any of our pain. Let go of our shame and let our marrow crackle and overflow with wild creativity. Wild creativity. Wild power of creation. I believe in you, ancestors, more than I believe in the box. I believe in you, siblings, more than I believe in the box. I believe in you, my siblings, more than I believe in the box. I believe in my own power, and I can hardly remember what box. What box? What box? What box? What box? Power is the ability to transform something into its highest good, and we are the highest beneficiaries of our own genius. All of us, we are the highest beneficiaries of our own Jesus. Rise into your highest form. Rise into your genius form. Receive your own genius. Receive your own love. Receive the blessing of the ancestors. Rise, rise, rise free. Rise power. Rise, 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 portal open, rise. Transform.
Name. 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 Name a color. Name. Name. Name a color. 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 Name a color. Name. Name a color. Name a color. Name. Name a color. Name. Name a color. Name. Name a color.
Are my eyes hazelnut?
Name. Name a color. 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 Name a color. Name a color. Name a color. Are my eyes? Name a color. Name. 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 Name a color. Name a color. Name. Name a color. Name a color. Name. Name a color. Name a color. Name a color. Name a color. Eat me, will you? Name a color. Name a color. Name a color. Will you name a color? Name a color. Eat me. Name a color. 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 Name a color.
No one knows about tomorrow, but today we can go pick some peaches. It's a small thing, a senseless thing, when nothing makes sense. I pick a peach, using my hands to maneuver the future. Round, soft, not tender, to save it for the hottest day. Shades in a tropical sunset, where the bottom is blazing orange, followed by a golden dandelion stain, wrapped around in creamy vanilla that makes the fuzz fuzzier, lure of summer hunger. Save it now before the ending comes first. I hold it between my palms, the weight of all that is sweet sinking me to surrender. I nuzzle it gently, inhaling it like oxygen, because it's been too long since I've actually taken a breath. It's been too long since we have taken a breath. Savor it now before the ending comes first. This peach becomes my meditation, a gift of watching something get sweeter over time, when most things get bitter over time. I let it sit by the windowsill, soaking up the heat, soaking up our questions, our fears, our anger, our waiting, and finally, anticipation. Savor it now before the ending comes first. I wait for the hottest day, taming my hunger. I gaze at the wrinkling of the skin, casting a shadow on the windowsill. I pick it up, smudge of juices as a trail, a break in the flesh. heavy and ready. Savor it now before the ending comes first. I take a slow bite. The skin melts without force, soothing my throat and all the bellowing inside of me. Its bruises covering my bruises. A tad too sweet, I say. The weight of the fruit remembers nothing, but carries our everything.
With startling strength I feel her, bones through her skin and mine, bones through her skin and mine. I want this to be my night. When this dance is over, when this dance is over, I'll dream.
Whenever I hear children crying on airplanes, I always laugh. Been there, done that. Ain't got to worry about that no more. Not that my kids ever cried on airplanes. I laugh because I don't have to carry 2 extra changes of clothing in case they throw up on me twice. I don't have to walk laps up and down the aisle with restless toddlers. I don't have to carry extra sweaters, blankets, clothes, snacks, books, games, toys, videos, headphones, batteries, socks. I don't have to try to sleep with little feet in my ears and elbows in my boob. I don't have to carefully pack and double check all the children's suitcases and carry-on so that someone doesn't try to test TSA's metal detectors. I'm done. But since that summer, ProPublica released those audio recordings of children crying after being separated from their parents at the border, when I hear little voices crying on airplanes, I can think about are the cries of those 5,500 little kids ripped from their parents' arms and shipped on cold metal airplanes across the country to literally who knows where. Cold air blowing on top of their heads as they fasten their seatbelts and return their tray tables to the upright position. When all their parents wanted was what every parent wants: asylum, safety, freedom. And here I am, worrying about my 18-year-old daughter sitting alone a few rows behind me. And I'm done. That was 2018. Today is 2025. And I tell my children to stay away from airports, especially New York. Do not leave the country. Do not get on a plane, especially a Boeing. Do not go anywhere without a photocopy of your passport. Do not open the door to strangers unless they have a search warrant signed by a judge. Do not unlock your phone in front of law enforcement. If approached or kidnapped by strange masked men, don't be polite. Shout as loudly as you can. I am a U.S. citizen. And shout your name and shout for help. Repeat. Hopefully, someone nearby will video record you and I will be able to find you again. I worry about my feisty 84-year-old mother accidentally getting into a fight with ICE and getting herself denaturalized. She's been here since 1964. Where would she go? She's been a U.S. citizen longer than some of these ICE agents have even been alive. My children and I are all natural-born citizens. We have a gold star on our driver's licenses. We all have English first names. My children are actually descended from someone on the Mayflower. But in the warmth of the summer sun, they are also unmistakably brown. I used to teach Asian American history as something that happened a long, long time ago, before people knew better, before people knew who we were. I thought the key was learning history and knowing the parameters of our rights. But our rights are only as good as our ability to file a lawsuit and have someone enforce the law. What separates us from the tourists, workers, international students, asylum seekers, refugees, temporary protected status holders, inter-country adoptees, permanent residents, U.S. citizens, U.S. veterans, mothers, fathers, even children with brain tumors who are being detained and deported and disappeared to who knows where? What separates us from the people doing the terrorizing? Our taxes are paying for this, both at home and abroad. More than 50,000 children in Gaza have been killed or injured since October 2023, including U.S. citizen children. How many more children killed in Iran, Syria, Yemen, Ukraine, Somalia, Sudan, Myanmar? I watch a video of a young Palestinian boy, about 7 or 8, who cries that he wishes that he had died with the rest of his family, because now he is alone. Now I am an orphan. The word catches in his throat. And I'm done.
Please take a deep breath in with me. And let go. Deep breath in. Let go. Breathing in this portal. Breathing out anything that no longer serves you. Breathing in this portal. Breathing out anything that no longer serves you. In the beginning, you heard your illustrious ancestor ask you what you are surviving. Know that you have survived. Know that there is power inside of you, breathing in power. Breathing out anything that no longer serves you. Breathing in power. Breathing out anything that no longer serves you. See, feel, intend, imagine it to be so that from the highest point in the sky, your illustrious ancestor is handing down a ball of light. It's passed forward and forward and forward and forward and forward and forward until it reaches you. Take a deep breath in and hold this ball of light. Feel the gifts inside of it. Feel the power that's been passed down to you, and take a deep breath in and feel your own power. And join your own power to this ball of light, your own genius, your gifts, everything within you. Because you have done this transformation work, the world will transform. Because you have touched the highest parts of yourself today, the world will find its highest selves, and the boxes will close, and the portals will open. Take a deep breath in and let go. Deep breath in and let go. And now there's nothing left to do but take this power that's in your hands and see before you a line of light. All of your descendants who will be the beneficiaries of your genius. Do you see them ahead of you? Take a deep breath in. And now hold your arms out and take this power that was handed to you by your ancestors and prepare yourself to push it forward. On 3, we're going to push it forward. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, pushing your power forward to your descendants so they may have peace. Pushing your power forward to your descendants so they may have peace. Pushing your power forward to your descendants. And when I say KANTO, you say portal. KANTO. KANTO. When I say KANTO, you say portal. KANTO. 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 Power forward, go!
One more round of applause for Island. Thank you for joining us in opening and closing this portal this evening. It's truly a pleasure to support new work at Cranbrook Art Museum, and I hope that you'll join me in supporting future performances where we debut new things and make space for conversation and for feeling.